So the first thing you do is you select your kernel if you're using VS Code. For the Jupyter notebooks or the Jupyter Lab, there is a default default kernel that is used. So let's run it from the top. The first cell, the second cell. As you can see, it has given me an error. It has told me to rerun this cell to apply the changes. So what you have to do is just do that. Defaulting. Then you need the notebook is online. It has downloaded all your notebooks, and now you're set. So the next thing is for those people with who see errors in the second cell. You can run this file. This file will install Python and create a virtual environment for you. So all you have to do is, let's try and run it. Yeah, Conda not Conda. I don't have an Anaconda installed. I'm using in the server. I can't use it. Let's try it in the one installed offline. So you can use it here. Just run it like that. Checking your current system runtime, font deployment. Yeah. So this one will install the dependencies and it will install for itself a new virtual environment that you'll be using to simulate. So people having issues in the second cell, this is all you have to do. You have to run this notebook, and it will set up the workspace for you. Okay, it will take some minutes to finish, but you won't watch it. Let's go back to the VS Code. So nothing changed in the way the regular Alpha notebook works. Start your session. Yeah, and people are having issues with the biometrics, and I can promise you that people using Modular-Pro right now are not having that issue. If there are no biometrics, the Modular-Pro just logs you in. If there is biometrics, you can scan your face. So is anyone using Modular-Pro? You can tell us about your experience about the biometrics. I changed it like 2 days ago. Anyone?
Iko sawa, ni vile sometimes inafika ikianza kuomba Face ID inasumbua, sasa inaanza tena kuload hapo, ni kama inaleta issue.
Kwangu iko sawa, haisumbui. Kitu sijui ni hiyo venye una simulate hiyo kutumia hiyo ya kutengeneza template builder.
Yeah. Kuna
Yeah.
mwingine ako na comment about the Modular-Pro. Yeah, I think iko sawa juu the issue was the biometrics when it's down and you try using the normal modular IC API. It waits for the platform to give you a scan, and if the biometrics are down, you'll be stranded there for like hours. It will start counting, and there will be no scan, and you just waste your time. For people using Modular-Pro, when you run it and the biometrics are down, you just log in directly. And for those using Modular API, sometimes it's not so bad, but I recommend using Modular-Pro because if you want to use the API right now, and the biometrics are down and using Modular API, you'll have an issue. So I changed that. So that everybody can use it. And Modular-Pro is better because if everybody is having an issue, I can just make the change, and when everybody runs their notebooks, if someone runs their notebooks, the issue will be auto-corrected. For the people who used to have an issue with Modular-Pro when it comes to biometrics, there was an issue like the Modular API, but afterwards I realized what was happening, and I made the changes, and I think for now then the issue is solved. So Modular API, I will never have to share the files again. What I have to do is make a change in the server, and you can continue using Modular-Pro without having issues of biometrics or having to wait for biometrics to come back. So I wanted to explain to people how to use the premium. There are premium notebooks like the template builder, the portfolio manager, the advanced regular alpha notebook. So I wanted to show people how to use those notebooks together with their regular notebook, so that they can be so that their research can be faster and better. So I'll start with the template builder. Okay, we choose our kernel. So the template builder, uh, for those people who keep borrowing, like they keep borrowing templates of frameworks, you can use the template builder to build your own frameworks, or your own what do you call them, or your own templates. So uh, I'll first run everything, and then I'll walk you through it. Okay, the first three cells, the first one, the second, and the third, they all work the same. You can see here there's an issue. Versions of the Python version 2, 3, 6. You can just ignore it. Let's continue. So the first three cells do the same thing. Installs your requirements. It checks for updates if there is a new notebook or changes made to the library, so that you can be up to date. And the second one, the third one, it imports your libraries. I think the third one everybody knows about it. So this one, it logs you into the API. If the biometrics is down, you can just log in directly. If it's not, you just scan your face and you can continue. So the global definition layer. So uh, what we have here is the global definition layer. So for those who use time series or the operators that require the number of lookback days, this is where you define the the days, the not the days, the number or the lookback days you want to use in your templates. And the next is the group operator. The group operator is the group, what do you call them? For the group operators, we have a like group. Let's use them here. I don't think everyone can see that, but for like group neutralize, you have group neutralize, you have an X, then comma group. So this is the one that you're defining when you're using this group operator is the group operator that will be used in your group, what do you call them, in your group operators. So you define your lookback days and your group operator. I wanted to use 126. Group operator, you can change it to something like, let's do sector. Yeah, it's random. So this the next cell applies your changes. Then there's section 1. So the template builder has three sections. You have section 1, which creates a one operator template. The section 2 creates a two operator template. The section 3 creates three operator templates, and the last section, you can define your own values. You can define your own values or use it however you want. So this one, it uses a database I created to so that you can be able to create not operators but templates that are asymptotically correct, so you don't keep getting errors that you used an operator wrong. So, and this the database helps you it makes your work easier by making sure that whatever templates you create, you can use them without having to edit them. So for every section, there's this supported operators. We have time series, we have arithmetic, we have cross-section operators, and we have group operators. So for the section 1, all you do is choose, you just define one list of your operators that you want to use, and then the list will be used to create a one operator depth of templates. So we can we can we can start by choosing a couple of them. You can use that, use this, and all you have to do is copy and paste. Yes, backfill. You add it like comma, quotes. Okay. Comma. Then you come and copy another one. Let's use rank. We have rank. Let's use serialize. All you have to do is quotes and then you paste. So as you can see, I have defined the operators I want to use in my one operator depth. So each operator will represent one template. So let's run this. As you can see, we have created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have created six templates. So I wanted to show you how to use these templates in your regular alpha notebook. So all you have to do is copy them and then come here. You can delete the old ones and then paste your new. As you can see, you have your first template, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth. And I wanted to introduce to everyone a strategy on how to use your notebooks. Yeah. So the Modular-Pro, I want you to be using this. You define, then you run. A minute, Kevin. You define, then you run. So for Modular-Pro, I want you to define your parameters and then run from the top. So I want to show you. So first, you have the idea. You have an idea of the data set you want to use, and then you define your templates, and then you make all the changes you need to make, and then after that you can run your notebooks from the top. So I'm using we can't use USA for now. Let's use the new region or Euro, the first region, 500. The data set Mhm. Okay, I think I need to make this edit to the regular notebook. It should print out the nini you have access to. So if you have already downloaded the notebooks, I'll make the change and then I'll tell you to download you have to download the new regular alpha notebook. So as you can see, we have a list of them. Wait a minute. Paste it right here. So I wanted to show you how to you define all your parameters. You define your region, your universe, your data set, your data type, your delay, your number of fields, the vector operators you want to use. We can add like vector average, right here, like that. And then we have defined our templates. If you want to use a different neutralization, you can just come and copy it. I wanted to use, let's use a tree. We can define our decay is 5, test period 0. And then after defining, you can run your notebooks from the top instead of running each cell, and then having to make edits later. Kevin, you want a question?
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yeah, nakusikia.
Okay, ilikuwa tu request tu kidogo. Okay, nilikuwa na request if ungeanza tu from top tu kidogo, like unipatie initwangaje, like recap juu nimefika late. It's just a request hivyo tu, like nimekuja late.
Okay, I've talked about how you run your first three. When you download the zip folder, it has a notebook and other two files. So you use the notebook to start your workspace. So you run your first cell, the second cell. When you run the second cell, you have to rerun it so that you can apply the changes and download the other notebooks. And then you can run the done cell to import your libraries. And then I think everything else is self-explanatory. So I explained that for the people who have the other notebooks and want to incorporate them in the Modular CPI, all you have to do is use the first three cells, this one, the second one, and the first one. You use them in your notebook so that you can be able to use the Modular-Pro library. I think that's it. And then I explained how to create your templates, your templates, the one operator templates. As you can see, we used 6 operators: TS argmax, the diff, the rank, TS min, and TS backfill, and we serialize to create six different templates. And we copy these templates and use them. We copy these templates and use them as our templates in the template section, and we pasted them, and then we defined our parameters, and then we pasted everything. So I think, Kevin, you're up to date.
Yeah. Nimefollow. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, so so the next thing I wanted to show you is the section 2, run your nested templates to operator depth. So this one has an operator in the outside and an operator on the inside, and then they are both these are two operator depth. So you can for this one you have two leads. You have the inside operators and outside operators. So for the inside operators, you have rank, you have absolute. You can add another one. I said you do is quotes and you paste, comma. You can add this call that. Yeah, let's send a few time series. This from last change. So all you have to do is copy your notebooks, is copy the what do you call them, the operators on the cell above. You copy the one you want, key element. You come, you separate them with a comma. Hope everybody understood how we are creating this. So after creating that, you can run it like so, and then you can see we have created a large number of templates. So you know the number of templates you have. So the so the So you define your inside operators and your outside operators, because you have two layers of operators in your templates that we want. So the inside operators, these ones are the ones in the inside. As you can see, the scale is inside, this score is in the inside, rank is in the inside. And then after running that, you'll be able to create two operator templates. You can so that you don't create a lot of useless templates. uh, you define the outside operators you want, and you can define also the inside operators you want. All you have to do is you put the operator in quotes, and then you paste it inside, comma, like that, like that, like that. You can multiply the inside or outside operators with the inside operators to know the number of templates you're gonna have, like 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 4 times 4 is 16. And as you can see, that's the range of templates. You can just copy them like this. Yes. And you can come and paste them like right here. So those are 16 templates. You can run your from the top. Yes, like so. So, so for those people who are looking to solve an issue like turnover, you're looking to curb your turnover, you're looking to normalize your nini using group operators. All you have to do is select the operators you want. uh, you create you select the operators you want, you paste them in your list, and then you run the nini, and it will create your templates for you. As you can see, we are using the other 16 templates you just pasted. And the good thing about this is your templates are syntactically correct. As you can see, the the templates we just ran, the expressions we just ran, there was no issue, because the because the operators are written well. Because for the first thing, you define your look back days, and you define your group operator. And as you can see, the generated templates, if that operator requires a look back days, it's 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 given 126, or the number you define for yourself. And as you can see, rank does not have a look back days, so it wasn't given one. The TS min has a look back days, and it was given one, as you can see. And as you can see, I'm using the as you can see, some operators have other arguments, like the scale has scale, long scale, and short scale. And as you can see, they've all been applied. So I wanted us to notice something. Some operators that have weird requirements. As you can see, even this from last change, it's the same series operator, but it does not have look back days. And as you can see, its template does not have a look back days and a look back day. So so by using the template builder, you'll be able to do your research faster and you'll be able to do it well. So I wanted to take you through the section 3 where you create a 3 operator depth. This is the sweet spot. You can create like your own you can create your own frameworks using this, where you create like not operators, but you can like templates to explore a certain data set. You create your own templates that you can always be using to create your own to be researching a data set. So as you can see, it's defined above here. The group operator can be on the outside, case operators, cross-section operator, and I wanted to assure you that the template builder does not limit you to where you can put your operators. You can even use group operator as a as your group operator as an inside operator. Although it's not Aditya will disagree with you, it's still allowed if it makes sense. Uh, if it makes sense in the market, you can just use it. So the three template, the three operator templates, you have to design the inside operator, the middle operators, and the outside operators. And as you can see here, we have an inside operator, the Z score, middle operator, test mean, and standard deviation. We have the outside operator of group rank and group extra, and for the group operators, the group label you defined up and above, right here at the sector. This is one that will be used for your group operators. So I wanted us to add a few group operators. We have group retries. So the number of operators supported by this by the template builder are around 115, but but um, but it filters only the operators you can access. So for the gold consultants, they have like, I think, like 80 something operators. So the operators printed out, they are the operators you have access to. So don't be afraid to use any operator. The operator you see when you run your template builder, they are operators you have access to. So let's define MTK. Command that. Then you run it. Yeah, as you can see, we have our own frameworks with 3 operators: group rank, TI standard deviation, Z-score, the look back days, and the sector. I hope everybody has seen how your how your globally defined settings are being used in the are being used in the are being used in the template builder. So as you can see, every operator requires some arguments. So those arguments are automatically inserted. As you can see, MTK it has an argument called p is equal 0, and it's defined automatically. You don't have to type it. You don't have to type them. So as you can see, you can be able to create your own frameworks, and you won't have trouble. You won't have trouble doing anything, researching your own methods. You can research all day without having the fatigue of I have to type all the operators by myself. You can just copy and paste them, and then your operators, your templates will be generated automatically. So we can even try pasting this. We copy. As you can see, the other operators we used the 2 operator templates. they ran beautifully, although we don't have any green alphas. It ran beautifully, but there were no issues. It ran cleanly. As you can see, there are no child simulations that died. Every day, everything ran. So we can try and use the three operators. Let's paste them. Let's try and run them. Yeah, like that. You can see it's running. Okay, section 4. This is where I call it the freestyle alpha mapping. So you can define your own expression. Let's say you have an expression like you have like TS delta close. I'm using an example here. TS delta close. Those who have used an operator like this, because the loopback days are so small, um, the turnover is so high. So you can use those operators that we know that reduce turnover. You can use them uh, to surround the TS delta close. So let's define them. For the first one, you can use amp to K. You can use amp. You can use what's the other one? We have longer ones. TS targets turnover decay. We have the other one, yes. And we can use even is it TS decay? Yes, with this one. So this section allows you to create your own to define your own expression. If you have an expression that's troubling you and you want to test it across multiple operators, you define the list of operators you want to wrap that expression with, and then you can define it, you paste them, and then you can run it from the top. As you can see, we have our operators, and this one is not just it's not a template. It's a it's these are full expressions which you can run by yourself. So you can just come and copy them like so, like so. And then the simulations haven't finished in this side. Let's delete this one. Yeah, and then you have defined our expression. As you can see, these are not templates per se. They are expressions. They are ready to be simulated. So what you do is you go at the top of your notebook where you define region and universe and data set, and then instead of using the many number of fields, you use one, so that the number of templates you have will be multiplied by the number of your templates won't change. But this only works if your templates don't require any insertion. As you can see, this this expression does not require you to this expression does not require any data field to be inserted. So by using one, you just multiply the number of templates with one data field. The anything multiplied by one is that number. So if I have 50 templates generated, and 50 templates generated, they will be just if I have 50 templates generated and defined and I defined one number of fields, the number of fields will be multiplying to the number of templates, and the number of my templates will remain the same, and then they can be simulated all at once. But if you use a number like 2, your templates number will double. So this one, but I wanted to create a notebook that does not require you to specifically use the number of fields, where you can just copy this expression and you can just apply the simulation settings and run it. For those people with the access to template builder, I will I'll create that notebook, and maybe I would a class to show you how to do that. For the good thing about Modular-Pro um, is that I can create notebooks for all users. Some are free, some are paid, but I can create notebooks that help you. And the biggest issue with the Modular-Pro or with the Modular IC API is the changes that are happening at WorldCont. Their systems go down almost every 4 hours or 6 hours. The biometrics, sometimes the simulations are slow. So because if you're using Modular-Pro, I can make changes so that you simulating will be faster and will be efficient. I wanted to show you how to use the other premium notebooks, the portfolio manager. So some people, like, let's say in February, you created some good alphas, some submittable ones, but going to the platform, going to the platform, going to the platform and searching for those alphas. It's very disturbing because you have to put a date, you have to specify the region if you're not sure of the region. You have to go through a big list of your simulated alphas and submitted alphas, but the portfolio manager helps with that. So the first three cells do the same thing. So even the fourth one does the same thing. Everybody knows. So the they define they define the parameters cell. This is why you input the date, the date where you want to start to harvest your alphas. This the portfolio manager harvests your alphas, and you can run them through a filter. They are filtered. Then the filtered alphas, if they are submittable, you are provided with a list of alpha IDs, and those alpha IDs can be submitted. So whenever I'm tired, this is what I do. I'm gonna use February 10th. So for the date, I hope everybody knows how to input dates. It's you input the year, the date, and not the date, the month, and then the date. So it's 2026 February 10th. So you define all your parameters. The 4 days. This is the number of days you want to harvest. So by inputting 1, you harvest only alphas for that day. If you input 2, you harvest the alphas for that day and the next day. If you put 5 days, you start the date you defined up to a week from that. If you put 7 days, it's from that date, from date 10 to date 17. Hope everybody has understood that. So I'm gonna use 2 days, and then I'm gonna run them like so. Yeah. And our simulation's finished actually. We can run this like so. The portfolio manager, as you can see, we have harvested 836 alphas, and it took just 6 seconds. 6 seconds. So I've optimized the harvester so that you can be able to harvest your alphas faster, even if you simulate like 10,000. The limit is 10,000. If you simulate like 10,000 alphas for that region, that day, or that week, you can retrieve all of them, and then you can run them through the filter so that you can get alphas that qualified. So we run the alphas through the filter, and as you can see, it's very fast. Look at that. 206, yeah, in 11 seconds to 11. Just slow down, give it a minute. 332, and it's done. It's done. And we have 6 green alphas, we have 5 red alphas, we have we have purple alphas as 84. So as you can see, we use just 30 seconds plus 6 seconds. We have used 40 seconds to to harvest alphas from two specific days, and don't forget that you have to specify the region. If you use a region and you didn't simulate that day, the number of alphas harvested will be 0. So we harvested euro alphas from date 10 and date 11 of month of February, and we harvested them at 836 alphas, and I ran them through the filter, and I got 6 green alphas. So these 6 green alphas, they have been stored, so that if you run the last cell, those alphas will be submitted, or they will be checked for submission and then submitted. So you can even try to starting submission process for 6 alphas, the 6 green alphas. As you can see, it's very good. So the next thing I wanted to show you is the regular alpha notebook. This one is the same as the regular alpha notebook, but it's built with more. It's built so that you can avoid errors as a user. So you define your region the same way. You define your universe. You define your delay, your data set. But let's see. Yeah, we know that Euro does not have a universe that is top 3000. So when we use that, let's see if our notebook can catch that error. The first 3 cells are running. Okay. All right. I want everybody to view this error. Invalid universe top 3000 for Euro delay 1 options. It gives you the options of the available universes for that region, so that if you make a mistake, you're easily notified. Let's try 2500. We see this time we won't get an error, as you can see. Some regions don't have address 0, so let's see if we use let's see, I think all right, let's try the new region MEA. We have, I think, a test of 400, I think. So let's try and use delay 0 for the new region. We know it doesn't have one, so let's run it. Yeah, as you can see, region MEA only supports delay 1. So the advanced regular notebook is good for helping users so that they can use the correct inputs, so that you don't have issues when you're simulating. If you get an error, you're easily notified. As you can see, region MEA only supports delay 1, and you can go make the change, then run it, and then you see there was no error. That was a success. So and as you can see, the advanced regular alpha notebook, it prints for you your available data sets, and it tells you if a data set is not available. Like we're trying to use news 18, and it's not available for the new region. So it told us error news 18 not found in available data sets, and then it printed the list of data sets you can choose from. What else? Also, the advanced regular notebook has a faster way of setting properties for your alphas. So even if you simulate 1,000 alphas, you can go through them in like a minute or 30 seconds, and it will go through them, check the settings, update everything, and then it will color code everything for you using the filter that is used in is used in the regular alpha notebook, but the filter in this one is faster, and it also has a feature that sometimes when you simulate some region, some data sets, um, some data sets you get like negative 1.72 sharp, and in your mind you know that you can just add a negative for that for that alpha, and it will show positive results. So this notebook does that. When you get promising negative results, it fixes that by adding a negative at the front of that expression, and then it simulates your alpha, and then it simulates it. And this notebook, you can use different neutralizations. So you can use the first neutralization, and then you can test another one down below. So for the first one, you use sub-industry. So instead of using sub-industry here, you can come and just use the statistical, and then this one will be used to simulate the new alphas, the promising alphas. Let's say you have an alpha that has 2.1 sharp, but it has a field like it has a field that can be fixed by changing just the neutralization. So you can explore your different neutralizations using just in one alpha run. All you have to do is define, then run. You define your settings, your parameters, and then run your own notebooks. If you get an error, you'll be notified, and then you go make the change, and then you can continue using your notebook. So I think that's all. The global notebook, everybody knows how to use that. The workspace setup, I think I showed everyone how to use that. If you have an issue with the with the with the first with the first with the second cell, you can just run your notebook, your workspace notebook, and you can install your new virtual environment. You come choose it right here, and then you can use it. I think that's all. Let's see about our green alphas. They all failed the presumption checks by self-correlation. So I think I'll just harvest alphas from another date on another on or another region. But I think everybody has an idea of how to use the three premium notebooks, and everybody has understood why Modular-Pro is the better choice. For those people who keep asking me, how do I solve this biometrics issue? The issue is already fixed. All you have to do is use Modular-Pro, and all your issues will go away. So for now, I'll take questions from anybody who has any questions. Okay, Caleb.
Yes, so I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Does the Modular Pro notebook work for people in the IQC? For example, myself, I am in the IQC, but it keeps on giving me an error.
What error?
That you cannot perform this function. Sometimes it shows that something like S is not defined.
Oh, Caleb, have you used the API before?
No, I have never used.
So what you do, the notebooks, you have to run it from the top. When it tells you that S has not been defined, is because you never who's talking. So it's because you never ran this cell. As you can see, hey, Caleb unaweza zima mic niongee. So so when it tells you that S has not been defined, it's because you didn't run your notebooks from the top, and that's why you got that error. So when you run your notebook and you never ran this cell, you get you don't have an authenticated session object, or the world quant does not know that you're trying to use the API. So that's why you get that S has not been defined when you try to use the API. Have you understood the color?
Yes.
Yeah, so try and run from the top. Use this method. So when you get an error in any notebooks, even the old ones, even the Modular-Pro API, all you have to do is try running it from the top. If the issue persists, restart the kernel, then run from the top. The third thing you do is read the error for clues about what is causing the error. Like this error right here, you can just read, you can we saw that error dataset news 18 not found in variable dataset. So by reading that, you can know where your issue is. So let's name. After reading the error, you can fix it. You can fix this error by using a different data set, and then when we run, this time we won't get an error. You see? So you can try and fix it. If you can't fix it, you can DM me, and in my DMs I'll explain to you how to solve those issues. So Caleb, I hope you've understood. Boom blaster or something.
Okay, sasa
Yeah.
yangu inaniambia hii ya regular inaniambia could not install packages due to OS error. Nilikutumia DM lakini uliniambia nikutumia the same error but huku nini?
Dogo. Okay, send me the error after the meeting. I'll look at it. Today I've been busy. So somebody else with a question?
Nishatuma hata hiyo error saa hii nikakuuliza tena venye kama ule manage.
So
Nilipost the whole call.
when the engineer? So I'll answer you after the meeting.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody else with a question?
Nilikuwa nauliza
Hmm.
na the previous one zenye ulikuwa umetutumia bado inaweza kuwa ina work ama itakuwa inasumbua hizo notebooks zenye ulikuwa umetutumia ya kwanza, hizo API ya kwanza?
Okay, since the nini iko na issue, since the biometrics imeanza kuwa issue these days, the nini itakusumbua. Utaweza tu kusimulate wakati unaweza login. Sometimes una login inakataa. So what you can do is just use jaribu kuuse Modular-Pro because wakati kuna error I can fix it for everyone. Sitakaa kutuma other files. Unaona nimeshare like 4 files za Modular-Pro API. For now I won't be sending any more files. Ukitaka you just use the Modular-Pro and then I can update everything for everyone so that everybody can have a smooth experience. And as for people using Modular-Pro, right now they are not having an issue with the what do we call it, with the start session. When they try to biometrics, wakati kuna issue they just log in. When their biometrics are back, they can just scan their face. So yeah, just use Modular-Pro. Usikae kukwama na those old ones.
Oh, so that means in case kukuwe na issue Modular-Pro utakuwa tu na update alafu na update kwa sisi wote.
Na update kwa kila mtu. So sitakuanga na hiyo issue eti nakaa kutuma files ili just make a change. Nitakuwa tu na I will just be solving the issue on my end. So nikisolve the issue on my end, kila mtu anakuwa updated. Kuna hata kulikuanga na issue on the Super Alpha notebook. Wakati watu walikuwa wanatumia the Super Alpha notebook for the first time wakitumia Modular-Pro, walipata an error. I solved it and then they were able to use they just deleted the old global one. They ran their regular Alpha notebook, the first 2 cells, and then they got a new global notebook yenye iko na error. I hope umeelewa Kevin.
Yeah, nimekupata.
Sawa. Davitosh anauliza where are the files shared? The files ziko kwa the community. So anybody else akona swali?
Bado tunaweza kureach out kwa inbox in case of anything.
Yeah, you can reach out kwa naweza reach out kwa DM kama uko na issue.
Asante.
Yeah. Somebody else?
Na the clip yenye uliweka kwa YouTube still inatumika?
There?
The clip yenye uliweka kwa YouTube.
Actually, the first thing I explained wakati nilianza the meeting, it was about how to unzip, but the unzipping and the how to run your first notebook, it's all explained in the YouTube video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Niko na swali.
Okay, go ahead, Jason.
Nikirun from the first cell, inauliza choose the kernel. Inatoa various alternatives kama Python 3.15 and then other alternatives. Which one can I use? Because nikitumia hiyo ya Python, everything is running seamlessly until the part ya biometrics.
Okay, unatumia Modular-Pro?
Yes, Modular-Pro.
Modular-Pro ina issue ya biometrics, I can promise you that. So please, kama unatumia the other modulars, utakuwa na issue ya biometrics. Although iko temporary, itakuwa inakusumbua from time to time. So please just use Modular-Pro. And Modular-Pro nimesolve hiyo issue ya nimesolve hiyo issue ya biometrics, so you won't have trouble. So but as you can see, you can use the workspace setup to create but it only works if you have Anaconda if you have installed Anaconda. If you have installed Anaconda in your laptop, so install Anaconda and then you can run the workspace setup notebook to create a virtual environment and utakuwa unatumia kwa for Modular-Pro.
Na wenye tunatumia the other Python, kuna issue ama it's the same thing?
Kutakuwa sijui ka unatumia another Python version ama unatumia the other modular APIs.
Like the other environment. Okay, bado ni Jupyter Notebook, but kaile yenye nilikutumianga DM, the other one sio yenye kwa inaitwaje, yenye tunatumia, but the other one, but tuna run the same modular, tuseme kila kitu hivyo tu.
So
but the other one
kuna watu wako na issue because tunatumianga pandas in our research, so ina require certain version ya Python. So tuseme if you have a Python like iko below Python 3.11, say I think tuko Python 3.15, so kama unatumia Python 3.11 kuteremka, sometimes utapata that error, although haita stop your system, inaweza kuletea issues baadaye. So ndo maana nimecreate this workspace setup ili ukipata that issue you can just run it will install a virtual environment for you yenye utakuwa inatumia Python 3.14.
So it's much better tukidownload Anaconda tukitumia Anaconda.
Not necessarily Anaconda, this notebook inatumia files ziko installed za Anaconda to create for you a virtual environment. So hata kama unatumia VS Code unaweza just install Anaconda and then run this. Ukirun this ita install for yourself. Si lazima ukuwe unatumia Anaconda. Ukiinstall the Anaconda, just run this cell. Ukirun this cell ita install for you your environment, and then you never have to use Anaconda again because you have zishakuwa installed.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Somebody else? Oh, and by the way, the advanced regular notebook, the portfolio manager, and the template builder, these ones are not free. Because I maintain the code, so I can't give everything for free. So the template builders, you can use the regular notebook, the settings variator, and the global notebook for your research if you don't want to pay for anything. But kukuwa na issue yenye ina affect anyone like the biometrics issue, fix for everyone, siku fix for the paying ones peke yangu. So kama kuna issue ina affect everyone deeply, nitakuwa na solve for everyone, but for hizo zingine wenye wanataka kunini, you just DM alafu we talk, alafu sasa na kufungulia hiyo nini ili uweze kutumia. I hope everything is clear.
Okay, can I share the screen one the error in a letter?
Just send it to my DM nisome.
Sawa.
Yep. Anybody else with a question?
Ebu explain settings pia. Settings variator.
Settings variator. So settings variator, it's different from the one yenye iko kwa nini. This one iko different. So I think the first 3 cells are self-explanatory, and the start session you wanna define your universe and delay, and then this one ina get your neutralizations, the year region, and then hapo you define your expression. Hapo you define your expression and unataka kutumia. After defining your expression, sasa that's it actually. Ukisha define your expression, you just paste it, and then your expression ndo itatumiwa huku chini, ndo itapewa like tuseme for euro, ukipaste an expression inakuanga simulated with the like 70 something different settings. So if the issue was setting was neutralization ama decay, nini yako itapita. Otherwise ukiona imefail the settings variator, try to change something fundamental in your idea, alafu maybe it improve. So what you do is you define your region and universe, and then you paste in your expression enye unataka kutest across different settings and different decays, and then you run everything, and that's it. Ukirun everything itakuja ikuwe simulated, the filtering will happen, na itakuwa an empty test so that you can tell the difference between the tested yenye ilienda through the settings variator na yenye ulisimulated through the regular alpha. I hope umeelewa that, Alex. Any other questions? Okay, if there are no other questions, I'll end the meeting. Yeah, so if you want access to the Boom Blaster.
Chingu,
Yeah.
hey,
Ndio
I have a
nakusikia
question.
Victor. Yeah, uliza.
Okay, for me mine inakuja kwa, I don't know if you have interacted with LLM.
Oh yeah, natumianga LLMs, but bado sija nini, eti sasa sijui the number of people wenye wanatumia specific LLM. For me natumianga Gemini in my research, but sasa watu wengine wanatumia like ChatGPT, wengine wanatumia the free versions, kuna zingine hapo I don't remember venye inaitwa, but mi natumianga Gemini, na si kila mtu ako na Gemini. Alafu sasa I wanted to like start a way to unasaidia mtu akili akuwe anaweza kutumia, but but I'll see what I can do. So labda naweza create notebook yenye inatumia hiyo inaitwaje, inatumia Gemini, but sasa itabidi you buy a key kama una, if you have a key you can use it, you can use a key for yourself. Kama una a key I can sell you a key, alafu I can send you a key, alafu sasa you pay, unalipia nini juu niliona watu wengi they don't know how to use LLMs. Wanasemanga they use LLMs but they don't use LLMs, wanatumianga they just chat with the chatbot. Nataka kutumia LLMs as in ile ya kugenerate expressions, si ndio unasemea? Ka ile ya competition, ka ile ya competition, right?
Kile ya competition.
So yeah, I use natumianga ka ile a better version of it, so I see if I can share, alafu nione if I can nione if I can have a safe way to distribute ili watu wasi exploit nini. Naweza saidia mtu aki alafu ana exploit anatumia dola zako zote, alafu unakuwa charged nini like 30k na umepeana nini for 2 days.
Haina shida. What I can do ni acha kutafuta, because for me I use cloud, like nimeanza ku not cloud, these are the LLM. Acha confirm and then I'll look for you and then we can work something out from there.
Sawa.
Okay, thank you.
Boom Blaster, naona mkono wako iko juu.
Nilikuwa nasema unaona venye umecreate hiyo video yenye kwa YouTube ya kuexplain venye kila kitu iko. Sijui kama ukipata time short videos tu you create yenye ina explain each of them, ndo iko easy kama mtu ako challenge ama maybe uko busy na maybe your time ndo ako nayo peke yake, anaweza reach out to your YouTube yako juu wengine wetu tumesubscribe huko tuone tufuate tu.
Yeah, so the issue is watu wanatumia even the premium notebooks ni like 5 people pekee ndo wamenilipa ili watumie those notebooks, but sasa kuniambia ni create videos for 5 people it's easy hata explain to them how to use the notebooks badala ya kukaa kufanya video. So nikipata a larger user base I can start creating videos, educative videos and nini za yeah, but I think basically everybody anaweza jua how to download the zip file, how to extract na kutumia just the basic things. Alafu naweza kuwa na create these meetings for wale wenye wako suspicious eti some are suspicious that nini hazi work, but I don't, kama kuna mtu amelipia the notebooks hizo zingine, hata I gave them an offer, walilipia moja nikawapea like the other 2 free, so wanatumianga, but niliwapea for like a week wa test waniambie venye itakuwa. So I think more people wakisubscribe for those, nitaweza ku create more resources ili watu waweze kutumia the notebooks.
Sasa nitalicha nichukue moja ama mbili pia.
Sawa. Anthony Kimuyo.
Niaje siku?
Niko fiti.
Sasa kama uko limited to one region, for example conditional consultant wa wenye wako IQ, wenye wako limited to one region, nilikuanga na files fulani nilitry kurun kwa Jupyter, but zikakataa zikafail mahali, so nikadhani the error ni due to the limitation in the number of regions, juu full consultants wanakuanga na many regions, so is it the error due to hiyo limitation ya one region ama I'm using the wrong files?
Okay. I trying to create the API file for users wenye hawajakuwa bado consultants. There's a way to use it but it's incredibly slow juu inakuanga you can only simulate 3 concurrent alphas at once na hakuna multi simulations. So I don't know if you have that issue ya multi simulations because If you have that issue ya multi simulations, you can't use the Modular-Pro, but naweza create ukijaribu kurun nitumie the error yenye unapata. The error itakuwa unapata error hapo kwa kusimulate, so nitumie that error nione if I can fix it.
Okay, nitakutumia. So unajua nini yangu kwa conditioner uko tayari, but limitation ni region peke yake, so kumaanisha si hiyo limitation ya region haijalishi, so you can still be limited to region but still uko na files zenye unaweza zirun na zirun uko kwa site.
Okay, unawezanga kumulti simulate?
Hii nakataanga hapo saa kwa multi simulation hapo.
So that's the issue. Kwa huwezi multi simulate, huwezi simulate using the regular alpha notebook juu inatumianga multi simulations kusimulate. So utasubmit your alphas but zinakuwa divided into multi simulations. Ikijaribu kusimulate inaona una access, so inaku cut off. But I can create a notebook ya users ili waweze kufanya that.
Okay, I'll DM you showing you the error.
Okay, sawa. Somebody else?
I've already rectified the issue. Yes, it's now working.
What was the issue?
The issue had something to do with the cells and the kernel that I was using. Yes, but it's okay now.
Okay, if it's okay, ukipata that issue tena, you can just tell me so that people who get an issue like that, I can solve it for everyone.
Okay, no problem.
Somebody else? Okay, I see there's no other question, so I'll end the meeting.